What's up, everybody? Since my previous video about the Loupedeck CT, I got many questions from you guys if I could send over my profile. In the link below, you can find the product that I created, and in today's video, I want to show you how you need to import the profile in Loupedeck CT and how you can use this profile in DaVinci Resolve. So let's start. Alright guys, so the first step that you want to do before you can use the Loupedeck CT in DaVinci Resolve, you want to import the profile into the Loupedeck CT software. So how to do this? Up here you can choose your profiles, okay? So you see import profile, click on it, and then you just simply double click on the profile, and then you're gonna import it to the Loupedeck CT software. Right up here, you wanna click on OK, then you import it the profile successfully. All right, so now you've done that, you go to DaVinci Resolve, and in DaVinci Resolve, you first want to go to DaVinci Resolve in the left up here. Then you're gonna click on it, and then you're gonna click on keyboard customizations, and then you're gonna click on these three dots. You're gonna import the preset, you're gonna double click on it. Okay, I have already imported that preset, so I'm gonna cancel it, and then you're gonna close it, and then you're good to go and to use the Loupedeck CT in DaVinci Resolve. All right, so you see a lot of things on the Loupedeck CT, and I installed everything just perfect for me, and I think it's also really a good workflow for you. You just need to practice it. I also did some color organizing on the Loupedeck because you will remember way faster the color than you will remember the letters on the Loupedeck. I have green 1, 2, 5, 6, and 7. These are all the pages in DaVinci Resolve. So 1 is media page, 2 is the edit page. I don't set 1 for the cut page because I never edit in the cut page. Then if I hit 5, I go to color grade page. Then if I go to 6, I am in the Fairlight workspace, and 7 is the delivery page. So let's go to the number 1. So in the media workspace, I created only 2 shortcuts because I'm not here that often. If you want to create a new bin, you can do that by clicking on new bin. You type in, and then you double click on it, and then you can do import media. So let's click on import media, and let's import some media. All right, so now we are on the edit page, and before I'm gonna explain you all the shortcuts, I want to explain you how to navigate through the pages. So you can do that 2 different ways. You can either swipe through the pages, or let me go back, or you can click on number 3, then you go to the second page, and number 4 is the third page, and then if you swipe to the right, you see that you have an extra page built. So if you hit 2 again, you are on the first page. So why did I do this? Number 2, 3, and 4 are basically my pages that I use the most in DaVinci Resolve. So you see also that 3 and 4 has a purple color because these are the pages. And if you swipe, you see you have an extra page. Let's say that we now want to create a new timeline. You hit new timeline, hit enter, you created a timeline. If you want to export this project, click on export. You also see right up here, again, I created the white color because they fit together, exporting the project and the project settings, if you want to change anything in your project settings. And if you want to make a new bin, you can do that also in the edit page. So let's go back to the first page in the edit page. All right, I imported now some footage, and now I want to show you how you can go through the timeline. You have a few options because let me explain you first the knobs up here. You can shuttle, and that means that you go frame by frame through your video. Or if you want to go faster, you can do fast shuttle. You can go really fast through your timeline. If you want to zoom into your timeline, you can do that by turning your knob to the right. If you want to zoom out, you can do that by turning your knob to the left. But you have a quicker way to do that. You just hit the knob and you see your full timeline. If you want to go even faster to the timeline, you can jump from clip to clip. And then you have JKL, and that means that you can go through the timeline on full speed or like double the speed. Let's stop. Let's go to the time to the right. So this is, you just turn the knob like frame by frame, and it will go faster, 4 times faster, 8 times faster, and 16 times faster. All right, so then we have the middle knob, and this one will move the clip 1 frame to the left or to the right. So if I go frame by frame, you see I move it to the left, and if I turn it to the right, I go frame by frame to the right. If you hit, for example, this clip, if you hit these knobs up here, these 3 and this one, you will give your clip a color. Okay, if you hit the JKL knob, you will give it a pink color. If you hit the middle knob, you will give it a yellow color. If you hit this knob, it will get the purple color, and this one will give you the green color. Now let's go and explain you all the shortcuts that I created on my first page of the editing workspace. The first shortcut is if you want to select all your clips forward, you hit select clips 4. If you want to select the clips backwards, you hit select clips back. Then I have a really useful shortcut that I use all the time. That is my snap tool, and that is this little icon right up here. So if you hit, it will enable the snap tool. And I really love that because now I can work really precise with my video right up here. But if I enable the snap tool, you will see it will automatically snap into this video clip. And sometimes, and like a lot of times, I just don't want that. Then I have the black button, and that is a dangerous button because then you delete something. And I will also show you a really good button. That's the undo button. Then you undo everything. Now, if you want to go through the timeline, let's say right up here, and you only want to trim the left part of the clip, you can do that by simply hitting trim the start. And let's say I want to delete everything here. You hit trim the end of that video clip. Okay, I will undo it. And then you have another trim option. You can, for example, trim everything to the left, and it will close everything. And you can simply trim everything to the right, and it will also automatically close everything. If you want to make a cut or a split, you just simply hit split, and now you created a cut. Then play, pause, and let's say I want to change my clip speed. I can do that, speed it up. And if I want to work really precise and have control on my retime controllers for my speed ramping settings or whatever I want to do, I can do that by this shortcut. Hit it again, and it will be back again. Let's go to the second page of the editing workspace. And right up here, you see also a black color, and that is delete the gaps. If you have some gaps in your timeline and you want to delete them, just simply select them and hit delete gaps. All right, so I have link selection, link clips, and compound clip. I gave them all 3 blue colors because they have all to do with linking clips. If you import a video clip and you enable link selection and you scroll through the clip, you see he will select the video clip and the audio clip. But if you unlink the link selection tool, then he only selects the video clip. Okay, enable it again, and it will select video and audio. All right, so let's say you want to link these 2 clips. You can do that by selecting these 2 clips and then hit link the clips. And now if you go through the timeline, these 2 clips are linked. So you see that? So you want to unlink them, bomb, and now you have the clips separate again. You want to stack 2 clips on the top of each other. You create an effect or whatever you did, and you want to create a compound clip. So a compound clip is the same as you nest a clip in Premiere Pro. So you're gonna make out of 2 or 3 clips, you're gonna make 1 clip. So hit compound clip and give your clip a name, create. There is the compound clip, and now you just created a compound clip. This feature I use a lot. All right, so I have these two yellow shortcuts. These are the shortcuts for my music. So if I want to normalize my audio levels, I just simply hit on this shortcut, normalize. So let's say you have two of the same audio files. One you recorded in your camera, one you recorded on your mic, and you want to link them up under each other. You just simply select the two audio files, hit based on waveform, and boom. So the next shortcut is a really helpful one, because if you create proxies and you want to work in proxies, just simply hit this shortcut, prefer proxies. And now if you go up to playback, proxy handling, you see prefer proxies. If you want to go and jump back to your camera originals, for example, if you start to color grade, you hit camera originals. Let me see, playback, and boom, we are back in our camera originals. All right, so let's go to the next shortcut, and that is the full screen window. All right, you see now we have this one from Windows still visible, but if we hit full screen, you get a nice full screen windows. Then we have a cinema view. You will have a nice cinema view. Oh. And if you hit again, you are back in normal mode. Then, if you want to play, for example, this part of the video clip, let me delete the audio really quick. Let's say that you want this part of the video clip looped. So you hit an endpoint right up here, endpoint, then play and stop, out point. This part of the video clip, you want to loop it. Select loop, and you see it will activate the loop right up here. And now you're going to play again, and it will loop again and again. And that way you can see a transition over and over. All right, let's go to the next page. You can swipe, or if you want to go faster, you just simply hit the 4. And right up here, you see enable clip. So sometimes I work with lots of clips on top of each other. And if I want to see this one or that one, you just simply hit enable or enable. Then if you're going to create a title or something else and you want to work precise, you want to check on save area right up here. I use this all the time when I create my titles. All right, so if you work on 2 monitors, and I work on 2 monitors, if you don't work on 2 monitors, sorry for you, but I created this shortcut because, yeah, I work on 2 monitors. If I hit dual screen on, boom, I will activate my dual screen. You don't see this right now because it's on the other monitor. Now the cool thing is, if I want to see my timeline on a big view, I hit timeline view and boom, I see the full timeline. If I disable this again and hit dual screen again, I'm back on normal mode, 1 monitor. So let's say I want to duplicate this timeline. You just simply hit duplicate timeline and boom, it made a copy of your timeline. Very useful shortcut. The next one is find the clip. If you have a big project and you want to find this clip because you want to use a different part of the clip, it's a very useful shortcut to have. All right, so if you have a big project with lots of timelines in your folders and you want to find it, click on the timeline and you want to find this timeline in the folder, hit find timeline, and now boom, timeline 1 is here in the folder. Then I create a quick export. If I have something for social media that I want to do a quick export, it's there. Let's say I want to swap this clip to the right, click on swap right. If I want to swap it to the left, click on left. You can go on and on with this forever. It's a really cool one. If I want to freeze this frame, for example, right up here, click freeze the frame and it freezes the frame there. And you will see that I have this play button through all of my pages because I found this very useful when I was working. And for example, I was in this page working on something. I just want to hit my play button. Let's go to the last page, and the last page is the page that I already showed you. All right, so then we have the number 8, and I created a red color because it's a nice one, but could also be a dangerous one. I want to ripple delete this, and you see this video clip and that one close up together. You can also turn with this big knob to go through the timeline. Yeah, let's go to number 5, because on number 5 we are in the color workspace. And I have just some tiny shortcuts in there because most of the time I use my pen tool to work in the color tab area. But for example, if I want to grab a still, I have that installed as well. Grab the still. If you want to add a serial node, you click serial node, add a serial node. If you want to add a serial node before this one, you will add a serial node before the current one. Yeah, something that I use a lot is split screen on and selected clip. I will show you in a minute. So split screen on and select clips right up here. And what does this mean? So if I have multiple clips on the timeline and I want to have a consistent color, I can see them by hitting it with the mouse, hold it. I can see my clip next to the other one. Then I have enabled my video scopes. If I hit that one, you see your video scopes. Let's turn it off. And I have a zoom button. You zoom into the video clip, you zoom out to the video clip. If I want to go frame by frame, I use the shuttle mode. If I want to do faster, I go do fast shuttle. And right here, I have select clips. Then I go to 6, and that's my Fairlight. And in Fairlight mode, I also use my pen tool a lot. I only have the loop available, the in and out points, and then play the loop so that I can hear the sound over and over again. Okay, also here I have zoom, fast shuttle, and next clip. Then we go to the delivery page, and in the delivery page, I have nothing set. All right, so let's go back to the edit page. And in the edit page, we have a few more functions. Now let's say that we want to move this clip up. We click on this arrow key. If we want to move it down, click on this arrow key. So another cool shortcut is, let's say, for example, you zoom in this video clip and you change the position. So let's say you want to have exactly this setting into this video clip. So you're going to select this video clip, hit F and C. Then you will copy the setting. You go to this video clip, hit F and A. You will open up paste attribute. So you want to, let's say, paste. Let's do everything, okay? Just to be sure. See that? You zoomed in this part. And if you go here, you zoomed in this part as well. So pretty cool function. Another shortcut that I installed is the right click of your mouse. I installed it by A. So if you're on this clip and you click on A, you basically do the right click of your mouse. For me, that is very helpful because I have this pen right up here. That's the one I use all the time for my editing. Let me see, do we have more? Yes, of course. You want to save your project, very important, save it. So we are almost at the end of the video. We have just a few shortcuts left. If you hit Fn1, it will open up the media pool. Check it out. Hit Fn1, it will open up the media pool. If you hit Fn2, it will open up the effect tool. Fn2. And if you hit it again, you will close everything. So let's hit Fn2 again. It will close the effect pool. And hit Fn1 again. It will close the media pool. So let's say you want to open the inspector tool, hit Fn3, you open up the inspector tool. If you want to close it, hit Fn3 again. If you want to open up the mixer, you hit Fn4. And there you see you open up the mixer, close it, then you will hit it again. If you have any problems when you imported this profile, if it is not working, check your keyboard shortcuts, okay? If it has the same shortcut as on the Loupedeck. If you don't import it, the shortcuts of my list, then of course this profile will not work. All right, guys, so there you have it, all the shortcuts in the Loupedeck CT profile. I hope you're gonna like it. One thing that I want to mention is you need to practice this for at least a week or two so that your mind can remember all the settings on the Loupedeck CT. Good luck with it, and I'm gonna check you out in my next video. Bye bye!